drives them to their therapy sessions. I call mine the £400 crying machine. That's how much I have to pay for that thing a week to get me there. And you've got to feel a little bit sorry for the millennial generation, because we're people that grew up in school in sort of senseless name-calling, senseless things like sort of loser, freak, dick splash, dick pull, dick cheese. I remember 1 year 10 saying to a year 8, "You're a pedo for wearing shorts." I still don't understand it to this day. I don't know. But 20 years later, the tune has changed. Those kids are now going to therapy because an Instagram video said, "Go to therapy." So we're doing it once a week. And funnily enough, we don't talk about all that senseless name-calling and all those transgressions from the schoolyard. What we do bang on about is that every week, Monday to Friday, we do a 9 to 5. And we're confused about how we got there. We're confused about how we're sat at that desk doing our corporate job. And I was in one of my sessions, and I didn't know this actually. I had no idea. It was a complete surprise to me. But it turns out, if while you're growing up you don't follow any of your hobbies and interests, you do all these subjects that are a bit boring but they make your mum proud, and then you mix in a 3-year business studies degree, and then you pepper that with 2 years postgrad in accountancy, and then you do 4 years of doing overtime to get some more grueling responsibility. And this is going to surprise you, right? Because it turns out you don't become a world-travelling musician, you don't become a best-selling novelist, you don't become an individual artist. What you end up becoming is, on your weekly 9 to 5, you express your creativity by neatly colour-coding an Excel spreadsheet. Green for completed, yellow for outstanding, and red for fuck. Someone else can deal with it. I'm on annual leave next week, it's all fine. And I thought at the end of that, I was like, £100 well spent. I can't believe I didn't know that. I've now taken away some knowledge. Decent ROI. I learned that in my accountancy studies. But my therapist is a bit more optimistic than me. So he said, I'm going to conclude on what you just said. And he obviously thought I'd made sort of an earnest submission to, we've got momentum now, he's come out with all this stuff. So I'll give him one small micro commitment to break a habit of a lifetime. And he said, have you thought about telling a friend how you feel?
No.